Louise Bedford here. I'm bringing you another priority notification update because I want you to become the best trader that you can be. I'd like to talk about toxic people today. Do you know, even within our own family, toxic people lurk. There are time vampires for one, people who suck your time, but there's also negative people. People that you really have to avoid if you're going to become successful and maintain success. Do you know, even Facebook and Twitter, it's surprising how many people air all of their dirty laundry on Facebook and Twitter. One of the things I'd suggest is that you really look inside yourself and you work out who you are. If you're the type of person who can't handle negativity, if you need to get away from it as quickly as possible, come up with a few catchphrases to help you exit gracefully. One of the things I say is, "You're probably right," and that helps you move away. Now, the number of times I've used that with my own family, it's surprising. You know, even my own brother-in-law has offered to loan me money to be able to afford a deposit for a house when I was renting, because he didn't understand that I was using all of my money in the share market, my true fastball. I used to say to him, "Look, yep, you're probably right," and just move away. It really did bring the conversation to a quick end. The other thing I'd suggest is, if you're the type of person who can handle it for a bit and you don't need to walk away, is that you could use the bubble approach. Have you heard of that one? What you do is you imagine there's a bubble completely around you and that all of their words are bouncing off that bubble so that they can't affect you at all. And that's incredibly effective also. Now, why is this important? Why am I telling you all of this? I'll tell you why. Because some people don't understand how important trading will be to you. Some people won't understand that the share market is the solution and not the problem. And it will be up to you to counter their arguments and do the best that you can to remove yourself from that risk. The worst thing in the world would be for you to lose sight of your dream, to lose sight of your vision, to lose sight of your hopes and thoughts for your family and where you could be. You see, I want you to be the best trader that you can be. And I want to surround you with like-minded people so that you're in a bubble of care and content. And that's the best thing that I could possibly do for you. And that's totally within my heart, my passion, my desire for you, to see you excel. So stay tuned, there'll be another priority notification update shortly, and watch out for those negative people, particularly those time vampires, between now and then. Louise Bedford here. I'm about to interview Stephen and Peter. Stephen and Peter completed the mentor program as individual traders around about 6 months ago, and I just wanted to catch up with them and have a cuppa actually, but also to ask them about some of the results that achieved through trading since the mentor program, and also some of the support that we've been able to provide for them on their trading journey. So firstly, it's great to see you guys again.
It's good to be here. Louise. Yeah. Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about your background before the mentor program? What did you used to do?
I was a principal of a senior school, an independent school, and I toyed with the idea of doing the mentor program for quite some time and kept putting it off, and then I put down for prior notification, and then it came to a time of I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I thought it was possibly a life-changing opportunity, and one of those things I think I would regret it at the end of my life if I hadn't have actually enrolled in the program.
Yeah, I was in the army for 23 years. I had just got out of the army and still work with defence. But I've done a lot of work or a lot of businesses with houses and buying and selling houses. But I saw that the trading side of the fence was really a positive way to go. You look at the returns that you can actually achieve from having the appropriate trading plan in place. And I saw your stuff on the internet, loved it, and put in for it, and I got it first go actually.
That's good, because a lot of people miss out.
Yes.
The competition can be
prior
quite...
notification was
absolutely, yeah. So
Yeah.
that was really good. So got in and haven't looked back. It's been great.
Good stuff. So both of you have gone through quite a few changes, haven't you, in your lives?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So what did you like best about the mentor program?
I just think that the balance between the things that you did and then the things Chris did in his part of the program was they were different, but they complemented each other at the same time. I think the support that you get throughout the program, where you can ask questions and there's no dumb questions, and I think really the support you get from your fellow mentorees. I know our buddy system has been fantastic. We meet monthly, and that's expanding, and we're certainly looking forward to the next group that comes through.
Absolutely.
And we've got Geelong meetings and Hoppers meeting and things like that. So it's been amazing.
Support is key, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I really like the way that, for instance, Chris would always, he wouldn't come back to you with an answer. He'd come back with a question, and he would really actually draw the answer out of you, which was really a positive way of doing it. Otherwise, you just don't learn if someone just hands it to you on a platter. So you really need to get in there and actually do a bit of work for yourself, and the fruits of your labour certainly come forth.
That's it, yes. And I guess in the last 6 months, you've been able to watch the next program go through as well, which has just been, a good thing to do. How have you found that?
Well, that's been, I think, a really integral part of our development as traders. I wouldn't have thought after doing the February program that I would have been trading daily the XJO, and now doing so with confidence, and that system diversification certainly has now come into play. So I'm looking forward to the next program starting, following that, and I think I'll probably then move to FX after that.
That's good. So picking up an instrument perhaps per mentor program.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
It's fantastic.
There is so much that is covered during the 6 months that it's like reading a book. You read the book and then you go back and you reread it again, and you pick up so many other things that you missed the first time through, and that's the same with this program. I'm certainly not big on options, but I might look at options the next time around. But Steve, FX is probably the big one that I'll pick up again the next round. And even just that last video that Chris put out about diversification and the next steps and the evolution of your trading program is just gold.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've got to ask, because I know a lot of people are going to be watching this video. Not only are they worried about the support that we provide, but they'll also be worried about, can they make a buck? So guys, are you profitable?
Yes, we are. Or I am, and we've we developed a weekly system, and that's been profitable. And now we're moving into the daily system. So very confident that we have long-term profitability in place.
Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely, and like you say, throughout the whole program, we're not going to become instant millionaires overnight. Yes, the systems are profitable, and we are forming the basis now of a very, I think a highly profitable system into the future. So it's been fantastic, and really, we've only been trading 6 months, and we're getting to a stage now where we're getting close to even just paying off, the course itself. So it has been a very good decision.
Oh, that's great. Do you know, it took me 3 years to break even. So I'm listening to what you're saying and I'm putting it in my own experience, and I'm just thinking, wow, I would have loved to be able to have something like this in the beginning.
And I think that's been great because Chris and yourself have given us the parameters of designing a system, and it's up to us then to fine-tune it. And essentially, when we've had our meetings, we've discussed the parameters of our systems, and they're essentially the same. There's just little idiosyncrasies which match our personality. So I think that's given us confidence that we're all kind of heading down a path together. And I think that's been fantastic support and amazing in your development as a trader.
Sure, yeah. One of the things that I'd like to ask is, if somebody's sitting on the fence and they weren't sure whether the mentor program was for them, what sort of things would you say to them?
I think do it. The old Nike ad. I did it, and immensely proud of myself, I suppose, to some extent, that I took the plunge. It's changed my life. I have now resigned from my job. I have a passion for renovation and handyman work, and I have a passion for trading, so I'm going to do both. And when I left at the end of last year, we have a celebration day with the U12s, and the theme was, what do you want to be when you grow up? So the top half was Gordon Gecko and the bottom half was Tim the Toolman. So I think I confused quite a lot of people. But,
I love that. That's such a good visual, isn't it?
Yes, split personality. But that encapsulated, I think, the year of review, and the morning journal brought that out, and I think that was the psychology stuff that you did with us was amazing, and it brought a lot of hidden things out in us, and I don't think other programs would even scratch the surface of that. It'd be a quick buck, let's do it on a weekend, off you go. This is ongoing sport. This is part of a community for many years.
I'd fully support that. I think you really need to do the course. If you're sitting on the fence, just do it, because it covers more than just the nuts and bolts of trading. It covers how you actually approach trading as a whole, and even I have found it useful in other parts of my life. The journal, the morning journal, and it just allows you to free up your mind and actually sit down with a clear mind and actually attack things, not just trading but other things, quite well. So I think it's been an absolutely fantastic course, and like Steve has said, the after support that you get, not only with you and Chris, but also through our group and all the others on the alumni side, it's just been fantastic. It really has.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what the next 10 years brings, guys, and I know we'll be able to catch up all the way through, because when I look back, the mentor program's been going for over a decade now, and we've got people who were on that very first program that we're still friends with, so it's just a lovely way to go. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
No worries.
Thank you.